What's going on, everyone, and welcome back to our Be a GM mode as Detroit Red Wings. Today shouldn't be too long of an episode. We're just going to make a ton of different trades, and we're going to work on this team, and we're going to get to the end of the season. And if we make the playoffs, the next episode will be round 1, and if we win, the next episode will be round 2, and so on and so on. So, the last episode, we made it to the trade deadline here, and surprisingly, we ended up in a playoff spot. If you look at the standings here, we are in 5th place in the Atlantic, which is actually good enough for the second wildcard spot. Not great. I mean, I think we're playing Montreal first if we finish here. But man, we're in the playoff spot. So currently with 72 points, and looks like the other wildcard spot is 78. And the team below us is actually 68, which is Washington. So we have a 4-point cushion over Washington, which leads me to what do we want to do? So assists, Zetterberg's not there. Goals, Zetterberg's not there. He's on the cusp of both. Wins, we have Peter Mrazek at number 6 with 25 wins. Points, we have Zetterberg with 73, who is second, which is actually really good. I don't think we've ever seen him second before. Goals against average, we are not there, and we're not there for save percentage either, which is fine. What do we want to do? So let's go look at our roster really quick and see. We are going to make some trades. I want to get rid of some of the contracts that are expiring that I'm not going to keep, even for depth picks, just to get something, right? Instead of just not re-sign them. So we got Tatar, Zetterberg, and Nyquist as our top line. That's not a bad top line. That's really not that bad. Centrelli, who is a free agent, Applicator, and Riley Sheahan. That's not a terrible second line. I would wish Centrelli was a little bit better. I like a strong center, but that's fine. Yurko, Helm, and Franzen. Not a bad third line. Such a really strong third line, I think. And a fourth line of Glendening, Richards, and Anderson is actually, I think, pretty good. Having Richards in the middle here adds a lot of depth. Quincy, Erickson, Franzen, DeKaiser, Smith, and Lashoff. Lashoff sucks. But so maybe we can improve on that. We'll see what's available in a second. We're going to go through all the teams, see who's available. But we could definitely improve our defense. I think offensively, we're not bad. I would love to maybe get a better winger, or a better second line center, but we'll see. Definitely looking at defense. Now, if you haven't watched the first 2 episodes, the way I do my trades is I only trade people to a team that wants them and 4 players or picks or whatever that the team wants to give up. So everybody in green, that means Anaheim wants them. Everybody who's red, that means Anaheim wants to give them up. So they want to give up all their picks. They don't want to give up any goalies, which means we couldn't trade for a goalie, which is a little surprising because they're actually a little stacked for goaltending right now. Anderson, Gibson, and Hudobin. Surprised one of these isn't available. Every GM mode I ever play, one of Anderson or Gibson becomes available. The fact they're both UFAs, to me, they're probably going to RFA Gibson, sign Anderson, and then try to get rid of Gibson, is my guess. And probably keep it open, but we'll see. So let's see who's available here. There's no goalie here. We'll do just skaters. Sort by trade value here. So we're looking for people that can help us. Let's try to make the playoffs. We're in a playoff spot. There's no reason to tank. But again, we're looking for either a really good defenseman or a top 6 winger. Someone like Shane Doan here, that's not good enough. We don't need that. Nothing there, nothing there, nothing there, nothing there, nothing there. Ginla, Tangate, and Stewart. Ginla's not bad, 85, but 2 years left. Not really interested. A couple prospects. Dickinson, Peverly. Yager is available, 44 years old at $5.3 million for 1 year. E6 overall. He would definitely help our scoring. 90 offensive awareness, 87 passing. His shot is not there much anymore. He'll probably honestly get more assists. Apparently, he's got 31 goals already this year. -10. Eek. I do worry about that. I don't think it's a big enough one. Nothing there, nothing there, nothing there. Nashville, no. New Jersey, a couple low guys, no big deal. Rangers, no. Ottawa, Thomas Chabot, no thanks. I wish. Ooh, baby. You can pick Crowell back up. Mark Streit, Vincent Lecavalier. Oh, Voracek. Jakub Voracek, right wing sniper, 90 overall, only 26 years old. So he's going to pop it into this year. His potential is going to go to white. But yeah, 92 offensive awareness, 92 passing, 92 for shooting. Not bad with 86 defensive awareness, 88s for speed. Ooh, only 4.25. Then he has to get re-signed. Oh, I said a top 6. Can we do this? Okay, let's see what else we have available first, and then we'll come back to that. Sprong, no. You got Marlowe and Thornton. The fact they have more than 1 year left gives me pause on that. Yeah, and they're starting to drop, so we're not going to do that. They would be our only option, it looks like. P. Parento, Marco Cabello. Ooh, we got Ham Hughes. Ham Hughes for Bada, Sedin, and Burrows. I wouldn't want Burrows, but we could pick up the Sedin, $7 million each, though. 3 years? No. You could also pick up Verbata and Ham Hughes as well. Ooh. That is interesting. Now, downside is definitely that's weird how they kind of reorganize there. Is their age. Ham Hughes and Verbata do have 1 year, or on their last year. They can do an 88 and an 87 here. Was it Philly? We can get Voracek, who's 26. I definitely want to re-sign you. I think we're going to go for Voracek. We're going to try to make this work. In order to pick up Voracek, though, we would have to give up something good. Evgeny Svechnikov, 19 years old, 65 overall, 4 green. He's a good player. I do not like his defensive stat at all. I think it's pretty bad. I think he'll kind of hurt us in the long term. We'll give him up. Okay, we don't have a roster spot, I'm pretty sure. I can't actually see that here. So we'll have to give somebody off the roster as well to make room for him. Oops, I keep doing that. So we're giving up a winger. So who do we want to give up to make this work? We can give up Yurko here. He's 23 though. Glendenning's 26, but he's pretty cheap. We kind of have to give someone with salary back. Applicator is UFA, 85 overall. I kind of want to re-sign him though. Tyler Bertuzzi we can toss in. There we go. Yep, Tyler Bertuzzi takes up that roster spot. Is that going to be enough? So Svechnikov and Bertuzzi. That's not enough. We'll have to throw a pick in here. Oh, they want goaltender. Ooh, should we stick with Mrazek and get? I know we just traded for No, we just traded for him. They don't. Oh, they do want my first. They do want our first. I'm okay trading my first this year, but not next year. So we'll keep Bertuzzi. So if we, I have to give a roster player though. So let's give him whatever's the lowest value guy that he wants. This Turjo. Apologize for the graphical glitches again. I did say about that in the last episode. 2A center. His face-offs is really good at 78. He's very all over the place. Super bad accuracy. I'm okay with getting this guy up. They want him. So Turgeon, our first round pick this year, and basically our best prospect, 4 green, Evgeny Svechnikov for Jakub Voracek. We'll go through. It will. A little overpay, but that's okay. There you go. It was glitching there for a second. So they have no salary cap left, which is weird. Oh, we switched teams. There we go. So they have 2 mil. We have 7.5 mil left. Do they still want to keep giving away the other players? So we could reacquire Cronwall, but he's 35, 4 years. I don't want that. I don't want either of these guys just because of their age and their contract. So let's go over to San Jose, I think it was. No. Oh, it's Vancouver. Vancouver. Yes, Vancouver. They have Hamhuis and Verbata. Can we get both? If we do Hamhuis and Verbata, 1 year left for both. Let's make a run at it this year. We're giving up a lot. We're definitely giving up a lot. Nastiuk, I do apologize for the glitching. I tried fixing that. It looks like it didn't really fix it. I'm going to try again after this episode's over and see if I can correct it some more. Again, I don't know if it's the file or if it's the emulator. I'm going to try some different things. Let's see. Right wing, I hate 2A forwards. I'm not going to lie. He's very balanced. That's fine. We'll get rid of you. We need to give up something to get something, right? So Nastiuk. He's already 22. We'll give up Ouellette as well. I'm assuming their issue is the salary cap. Is why that's blank. So we'll come up here. We'll have to give up a defenseman to get one. Who do we want to give up here? So we have Verbata and we have Hamhuis. So we need a right wing and a defenseman. I'm obviously not giving up you. We could give up Franzen, but he's only 28. I want to keep him. De Kaiser. Who about age? Sort by age. Kyle Quincy. Abdelkader. I don't want to give up Quincy. We kind of need him. The lowest person they want to give up. So it's not roster spot, obviously. Nastiuk, Mantha. And you don't make enough money. It'll have to be Smith. Yeah, Brendan Smith. Who's Brendan Smith? 2A defenseman. No accuracies. Good defensively, though. But 83 overall. Offensively is not really kind of a bonus there. I mean, we're trading up to Dan Hamhuis. Again, accuracy kind of sucks, but 88 passing. Much better defensively. Much better discipline. Okay. So what else can we do to make this work? I'm not giving up Foucault. He'll be our... I don't want to give up our first for next year. So Hamhuis will be equal to these two, which means I need to come up with something else with Smith here. I could give you a Mantha. I do apologize. I'm really sorry for that glitching. It's for some reason this menu is worse. Do you want to give up Mantha? Riming Sniper. His defense just sucks. 77, 71 shot blocking. It's just so bad defensively. But we're going to do it. Okay, so we have to take another player back. That's okay. Bartowski, Jones, who's 1 year left? All of yous. So if we take like Biega here. So Hamhuis would basically equal Nastasiuk, sure, and Ouellette. And then Verbata will be Smith and Mantha. We'll go through. It will. Big trades. Couple big trades here. Let's get our teams in order here. So leave that the way it is. So we got Hamhuis, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Send him down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So now we have a top 4 of Hamhuis, Quincy, Erickson, and De Kaiser. That's much better having Hamhuis there. With Franzen and Lashoff. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we need to make another trade, at least one to get our defenseman to replace Lashoff. Forwards. He doesn't require waivers. So actually I'm going to send him down. Bring up Patrick Elias if I can. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I have 14. No one waiver exempt either. So I guess Elias is staying down unless we trade him. We'll have to try and trade him. So huge difference here. Is over the size. Am I really? Oh, because I'm carrying the extra goalie. Right. McCollum. Someone could take him if they want him. That's fine. We'll do best lines for now. Okay. So with that done, let's sort by age. Let's get rid of people we're not going to use, like Patrick Elias. Does anybody actually want him? Dallas wants him. Perfect. Can you take him for a pick? You can. Excellent. We'll save ourselves that cap space. So Patrick Elias to Dallas for a third. We'll go through. Worth it to take on the contract. I mean, we could sweeten that a little bit for you. What if we take him down to $3.5 million? We'll go through. There we go. We're a 3rd round pick back for him. All right, age. Everybody's on the team. You're crap. No one's gonna want you. No one's gonna want you. Jensen. No one's gonna want you. No one's gonna want you. Callahan. There's 24. He may be useful still. Who knows? Probably not. I think goaltending is really the only thing we need to kind of get rid of here, because we do have a full 6. I doubt anybody's going to want any of this. I'll put these guys out here, and I'll see if anybody wants any of them. The Islanders want Patterson. Okay, we'll remember that. And Ottawa wants... Oops. Okay, so you want Patterson. So we'll get rid of that. 1, 2, 3, 4. They have room for him, which is great. So a 4th. All right, send him off to the Islanders for a 4th. And then it was also McCollum, I believe, for Ottawa. Yep, they have room and they want him. Probably just for a 4th. Not enough. Okay, 6. There we go. Worthless. We're not going to use him anyways. He's not very good. Gives us 2 more roster spots we can deal with later. And it frees up the minors for Fucali to play. I doubt anybody is going to want Coro. And that's a no. That's good. So we'll just do best lines, and then we'll go into the edit lines and see what our roster looks like now. This episode's already longer than I thought it would be. So let's do best lines. Best lines. I did switch controllers, so I should have less mistakes. Now it's Verbata, Zetterberg, Voracek. What a top line that is. Do I want to put Santorelli? Do I want to put Helm here? 83 versus 85. Oh, yeah. Santorelli's way better. Santorelli with Nyquist and Tatar. Applicator, Helm, Shahan, Franzen, Richards, and Glendening. I think that's a pretty deep offense. Ham Hughes here makes such a big difference. Yeah, we still wanted to replace him. Damn it. One more trade, and then we'll finish the end of the season. So let's just do... We need a defenseman. Someone in the 80s who's not too expensive. We need a cheap defenseman, preferably. John Michael Lyles is nope. Brad Stewart. 36. Yeah, okay. Defensive defenseman. Still good. You know, passable for defense. 3 point. Ooh, 2 years now. Ooh. I don't want that extra year. Thomas Caberlet. 37 years old, offensive defenseman. Passing and offensive awareness is not bad. He doesn't really have a shot. Oh, Leafs fans know that. He's an assist machine. That could be kind of interesting with how deep our line is. And he'd be pretty cheap. That's interesting. Okay, let's try that. Let's see. You want someone. We'll give you Martin Frk. Martin Frk for Thomas Caberlet. We'll go through. No, that's fine. Can you take an extra pick? I'll give you this dude. We'll go through. No. Fine. How about just a pick then? I'll give you fourth. Sure. There you go. Roster moves. I probably overpaid a little bit, and that is okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We'll send Lashoff down. Now we have Cabriolet there. So we'll edit our lines. I'll leave it in the way they are. I'm not going to change them. Now we have Cabriolet here instead of Lashoff, which is... I never thought I would trade for Thomas Cabriolet in the 2015 version of this game, but here we are. And that's it. We're not going to do anything else. We'll go into the trade deadline and we'll see if anybody offers us anything. And we'll go from there. I did not intend this video to be this long. Oh, there we go. One trade offer from the Islanders. Santorelli for a second and a third. No. No. 2 offers. Buffalo wants applicator. Nope. I didn't change my block. They're trying to give us Zykov, who is a good player. He's a good player, not defensively, but a first, a second, and Zykov for Abdicator and Helm. Nope. If I was doing the rebuild, sure. Sure. Centauri for a second and fourth. Nope. Jaron Helm for 2 seconds. Nope. We're just going to skip through these. We're not going to do anything for them. Not even going to entertain them. All right, let's get to the end of the season here and see if we actually make the playoffs. This is the last game. We'll probably have one more scouting assignment left. Right, we need some wins here. Oh, 1-0 loss. Boo. Come on, we need some wins. There's a big win. 6-1. Okay, that sucks, but Rangers? Yes, there's a win. Good. At least we need to win. Nice. Bank those points. We're at 78 points right now. Columbus. There's an easy win. 76 points right now for Zetterberg. All right, Tampa. This is an important one. They're ahead of us in the standings. And a big win. Nice. For 84 points. That sucks losing Montreal there. Come on. Nice. Another win over an East team. Gotta keep beating these East teams. They're ahead of us. Close though. And Erickson has been hurt. Okay, so we're at 87 points. Okay. Lost. Come on, we gotta beat the Leafs. Come on, losing streak. There's a win. All right, we're going into the last week. Erickson is back. Good. So we'll just best lines it because that's all we did anyways last time. Okay, so we have 3 games left, and that's it. All right, where are we? Nothing there. Wins. Mrazek is there in 7th. Points. Zetterberg really dropped off. He's got 85 points. He is down at 7th. But Parise really took off. Crosby took off. Assists with 50 is on the list. 35 goals, no longer on the list. We are in 4th, tied with Ottawa. Okay, so we are in the first wildcard spot. We're tied with Ottawa, and it looks like the Atlantic has both wildcard spots. Okay, so we're going against Philly, Boston, and the Rangers. Rangers are out of the playoffs. They're out. They can't catch up, I don't think. They're pretty far back. Boston's definitely out. Holy crap, 58 points. Oh my God, they're last in the league. That is crazy. And I guess the Flyers, who are basically they're out of the playoffs too. So we need some wins here. We need some wins. Cody Franz has been hurt with a concussion. Damn it. Let's do full line changes. Right before the playoffs. Okay, yeah, we're in the playoffs. We're in. We're 93 points. Yeah, so 93 points. 89 and 87 are the wild card. Oh, nope. Sorry, we're first wild card and Ottawa is still 89. Yep, we're in. It's just a matter of who we face. The Carolina Hurricanes. Oh boy. All right. see what we got. I'll set the scout here. We should have gotten some points for that as well. Yep. Upgrade our scout. All right, let's take a look at the rosters and see who we're up against. So coach, view lines, NHL, Carolina, Erie to really. Oh my God, this is such a weak lineup. How the hell? So you got Tlusty, Stahl, and Gerby. Okay, Stahl is great. Skinner, Jordan Stahl, and Elias Lindholm. Okay, so Skinner and Stahl are good. Why is Lindholm there? Rick Nash, Rask, and Zach Boychuk. Malone, McClement, and Stahl. That is... The center core is all right, but man, they are some weak-ass wingers. Defense, Wisniewski and Falk. Good pairing. Kindle, Murphy, John Michael Lyles. Poop, okay. And Ron Hainsey. Wow, that is a really weak defense core. Cam Ward and Eddie Lack in net. So Cam Ward's pulling a lot of work here. How they got where they are. Can we still see the standings? No, we're past that already. We're past that. Okay. So next episode, we'll go into round 1 versus the Carolina Hurricanes. Place your bets in the comments below. How do you think we'll do against the Hurricanes? Next episode, we'll do round 1. Thanks for watching.